Hey guys, BrickQueen here to finally share my thoughts on the changes coming to kids' content on YouTube, basically. So this was actually announced September 4th, so a little over a month ago, and I've obviously had plenty of time to think about it and kind of mull things over and think about, what changes this is going to actually cause. Now, this article that I have pulled up, this is actually the YouTube blog that the CEO, Susan Wojcicki, actually did this blog, or it was done in her name, one or the other. Anyway, you can read this whole thing and understand, what's going on. But the important part is new data practices for children's content on YouTube. That is really the important part of this. And here's basically what's going to happen. And it says starting in about 4 months. Well, like I said, this was September 4th. So October, November, December, January. So we're looking at the first of the year. So I would say roughly January 1st, everything's going to change for children's content. And the question really is, what is children's content on YouTube? Because you have channels that have tried to be family friendly, but not necessarily focused on children or directed at children. My channel, for example, yes, it is a Lego channel. However, I have always said that I never intended it to be a kid's channel. But whether or not I consider it to be a kid's channel, I am concerned that I will be looped into this and I will, face the same consequences as any other channel that is directly a children's channel. So all of the channels like that, starting in roughly 3 months from now, will no longer have comments on their videos. They will no longer have notifications, which I guess, to be honest with you, notifications really isn't that big of a deal, because for a lot of the channels that have existed for a long time, like mine, my channel's like 8 years old, roughly, something like that. And so YouTube shut off my notifications a long time ago. And what I mean is the notifications that my channel would send out when I upload a video. Not a lot of people get the notifications for my videos anymore, which is okay. Times change. That's another story. But because of that, this notifications being turned off is not a huge deal for me, because I don't think it makes that much of a difference for mine in particular. I am absolutely going to hate it if I do lose comments, because I use the comments on my channel to really talk to you guys and see, what you like and what you don't, what other kind of videos you want to see, and that kind of thing. Now, if you read through all of this, they say that basically they're going to let the creators, aka like me and whoever else is making the videos, they're going to let us identify our own channel as like a kid's channel or not. But they're also going to have an algorithm running to identify those channels that don't identify themselves. And obviously, I'm not going to put out that I'm a kid's channel. I'm not going to say that I am, but I feel like I'm probably going to get flagged as that regardless. Because if you read the last sentence under that new data practices, it says, we'll also use machine learning to find videos that clearly target young audiences. For example, those that have an emphasis on kids' characters, themes, toys, or games. Lego toys. So I'm afraid that I'm probably going to get looped into that regardless. And I am kind of sad about it. I always knew that things would eventually change on YouTube, and you can't last forever on a platform like YouTube. And if you've been on YouTube for a while, you've probably seen a lot of creators come and go. Especially like some of the big ones that you think of, like, a few years ago, Smosh was huge, and I don't even know if Smosh makes videos anymore. I think they were bought out by Rhett and Link. So I don't know what's going on with Smosh at this point, but there's ones like that. Lots of other creators have come and gone. BrickShow TV used to be really big in the LEGO community, and they're still around, but they're not on YouTube anymore. So YouTube is just a platform that just can't last forever for different people. I think YouTube is constantly a changing thing, and so you constantly need new creators coming in and older creators going out. And so I think that's why over time my channel has declined, just from the age of my channel, the age of my content, which, it is what it is. And I don't know, I am upset that they're doing this, but at the same time, I get it. I understand, because the Federal Trade Commission fined them a whole bunch of money, and that was what led to this. It wasn't that they necessarily wanted to do this, but this is what they have to do to handle, the laws and the government, and that kind of thing. So I don't know exactly what that means for the future of not just my channel, but LEGO channels in general. I think at this point it is going to be a very much a wait and see kind of thing, and see when this goes into effect, how much it changes things for us. Another thing is that they're going to stop serving personalized ads on our content, if you're identified as one of these kids' channels. And that is like, when you click on a video and you see an ad that is clearly targeted at maybe your age group or your gender or something like that, they're no longer going to do personalized ads on kids' content. Which, I don't know. It sounds like kids' content will still get ads, but not personalized ads, which I believe the personalized ads would tend to pay more. So, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to all work out. It's sad to see this happening, but I think in a way it was kind of inevitable. But I do have another channel that is most definitely not directed at kids, and that's actually my husband's channel, Radio Rex, but we're both doing political videos on that channel. I know it couldn't be more different from LEGO, but that channel for sure is safe from these new guidelines that YouTube has published. So that I am happy about. At least I know that, I'll still have commenting over there. So maybe worst case scenario, if commenting is really the only big loss on this channel, then you guys can just leave your comments on the other channel so I can read them there and still kind of apply it to this channel. Maybe you're commenting over there telling me what set you want to see or something like that, Maybe we can handle it that way. I don't know exactly how everything's going to work out. I'm also wondering about the community tab. Nothing in this really says what's going to happen with the community tab for those type channels. I don't know if we will totally lose that, because a lot of that is comments. Maybe we'll still get to do polls and no comments. I don't know. It's really a wait and see kind of thing. But anyway, people had asked me my thoughts, and so I finally sat down and recorded my thoughts on this. I don't think anybody is particularly happy about it, but it's not something that we can change. That's pretty apparent. So we just have to roll with the punches and see what happens from here on out.